In today's video, we're going to be doing a follow-along workout to improve your hip mobility. Specifically, we're going to work on improving your hip flexion strength and your hip extension strength. We're just doing 2 exercises, so this goes really quick. You're gonna need a dumbbell. I'm using only 7.5 pounds. You can use like 5 pounds, 10 pounds. Find a weight that feels comfortable for you, but still a challenge that doesn't cause any sort of massive pain and suffering. You're looking for a challenge in your muscles. Throughout the workout, try to focus on feeling the right muscles, the ones that I mentioned, and try not to use other muscles that are compensating. We wanna feel the hip flexors and hip extensors as we're doing this workout. If you need to take a rest during any of the sets, that's totally fine. Just take your time, do everything at your own pace, keep it safe. Before we get started, I want to say a huge thanks to Teresa M for her very generous $50 donation to help support this channel. Really appreciate it, Teresa. Really appreciate it. This one goes out to you. And if you'd like to support this channel too, use that thanks button that you'll find down below this video, or look in the description box for the PayPal donation link. I really appreciate your support. Now let's get to the workout. We're gonna start off standing. You can hold on to a chair or the wall if you need it to help you balance. You're gonna take your dumbbell. It's just gonna be held vertically. You're gonna put it right there on top of your knee, right leg first, and we're gonna go up and then slowly back down. You're gonna try to get the knee up as high as you can and then slowly back down. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, and you should feel the hip flexors. 6, the tops of your thighs. 7, we're looking at the high quads right now. 8, 9, and then on this 10th one, we're gonna try to hold it up. You should again feel the high quads. You may feel a little bit kind of towards the groin. Keep holding it there. Whoa, maintain your balance. See if you can get a little higher. And then slowly back down, right? So you should feel burning all right in there. Muscle burning, not pinching and jamming. We don't want to feel the sides, the QL or the obliques doing all the hip hiking while we're doing this. We're really focusing on the hip muscle, okay? It's okay for the obliques and the abs to work, but really feel the burn in the hip flexors, okay? So here on the left side, same deal. If you want to hold on to something, it's probably a good idea. And ready, here we go. We're going 1, 2, and you'll notice I've got my leg out to the side. I'm not doing it directly in front of my body. 3, yet. 4, 5, 6. So again, we're focusing high quads, the top of your thigh. 8. I can't talk and count. 9. And 10. Let's hold it here. Hold it for as long as you see me holding, or as long as you can. Keep trying to get it up a little bit higher. I bet you're wishing you used a lighter weight right now. That's okay, because go ahead and relax. We're gonna do the hip extension now. So the heavier weight will be a lot more tolerable, a lot more manageable when we're doing the bridges on the floor. So right here, you can put that dumbbell just on your lap. So right where your leg comes into the pelvis, there's a little thing here called your lap. And you can just put that dumbbell right there. If it's a little too uncomfortable, if your dumbbell kind of digs into you, you can throw a towel or a pillow here, use some cushioning under it, and that's good. So you're gonna hold the top here so that you don't hurt yourself. You don't want this to be rolling. You're going to put a weight. We'll start flat on the floor with your feet. Squeeze your butt cheeks, fire your abs, lift your butt off of the floor. Thinking about these guys doing the work. Okay, so that's 1, 2. We don't want to feel the back muscles doing all the work. 3, it's very important here to focus your intention and your listening ability, your feeling of these muscles. 4, 5, let's really hold. See if you can feel that sensation of work happening. 6. If you're feeling good with this, you're feeling the glutes fire. 7. Then you can shift more weight into the balls and toes in your feet. 8. This will feel a bit harder. Make sure it still feels like the glutes. 9. Man, I can't talk and count. 10. Hold it. Feel those butt muscles firing. And then slowly back down. Cool. All right, so let's go back up. This time, we're gonna have the knee coming straight in front of us. Okay, so we were out to the side. This time, we're coming straight up. Okay, so same deal. Hold on to the weight in front of you. We're getting maximum resistance up at the top of this motion. That's where we're working. This time, you're still feeling hip flexors, that high quad. You may feel more in the groin this time because we are keeping the leg in front of us, and that's A-okay. So here we go. So again, hold on to something if you need it. So 1, 2, imagine you. 3 are the Karate Kid. 4, wax on. 5, wax off. 6, 7, you don't apply wax with your knee. 8, or if you do, 9, I don't know, maybe you're part of Cobra Kai. 10, very good sequel, by the way, that whole Cobra Kai series. And we're still holding, This is how you work that crane kick. Ooh, yeah, crane kick. Oh, okay, and relax. Probably not a good idea to do rapidly while trying to keep a weight on your leg. So don't do what you just saw me do. I am a trained professional. Not actually. So then, left leg, bringing it up. I'm gonna hold on to it a little. No, still this way. 2, 3, 4, ooh, forgot my crane kick. 5, 6, or you can imagine you're training for the ballet. 7, or the MMA. 8, 9, and yeah, 10. I was making you say it. And just keep holding that position. And let's go ahead and relax. Cool. Now, back down to the floor. We are doing the hip extension. This time, it's gonna be biased more into your hamstrings. Okay, so what that means is your feet are gonna be further from your butt. So the knee bend is going to be less, or sorry, more. Earlier we were around a 90-degree bend with the knees, so now we're going into a bigger angle, okay? The exact angle is not super important, but just a bigger angle, okay? And then, same deal with the weight. Let's do it 12 times. So here we go. Going 1. Really focus on keeping the low back flatter this time. There's gonna be a real strong tendency to want to arch your low back. This time I want you to just try to keep that flatter. If you need to, don't push your feet so far out. You can redo it the same way we did it earlier if that's necessary, but if you're up for the challenge, just go a little bit further out, feel those hamstrings. 2. And you'll notice the farther you go out, the more difficult it's gonna be to keep those toes on the ground, and that's fine. 4, just feel the hamstrings working, that's all these. 5, I think. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, I lost control of my back there, last one. 12, and then just hold this, just hold it. Hold it. You should feel your hamstrings desiring massive cramping, and that's okay. Ooh, and good, and relax. Ooh. All right, so we just finished round 1. If you want more bang for the buck, rewind and do this whole workout for another round. So that's 2 full rounds of this workout. I would suggest when you first start doing this, only doing this workout twice a week, like Monday, Thursday, Tuesday, Saturday, something like that. So you have some rest days for your hip flexors and hip extensors. As you get comfortable with it, if you feel confident with the strength and the lack of soreness, then you can potentially bump it up to 3 times a week. And you could do it even more if you wanted to. Just make sure you're not always doing it at a high intensity. Make sure you're not wrecking yourself with soreness, and that you're giving yourself enough time to rest these muscles in between workouts. Because we live pretty sedentary, chair-bound lives, it's important to wake these muscles up pretty often. So you may find that for your body, for your life, you may need to do this workout more, but don't rush into doing it like every single day, because you may just find yourself too sore to walk. To get more bang for the buck out of this workout, I suggest playing with the weight that you use. You may find that in the bridges, you can use a lot more weight than you do with those hip flexor lifts and placing that dumbbell on your knee. It's totally fine to use dumbbells of different weights, but when you first start, just start figuring out what weight works for you for each of those exercises. And then as you feel stronger and more confident, start adding weight. And so you have some perspective on how different the weights can be for your hip flexor lifts versus your bridges. The bridges can actually be done with hundreds and hundreds of pounds on your lap using a barbell and some cushions. Whereas those hip flexor lifts, you're probably not going to get even close to getting 100 pounds unless you are really insanely strong and insanely dedicated. If you liked this video and workout and you want to support this channel, please click that thanks button and give the way Teresa gave, because Teresa is awesome. But you don't have to give any money. It's totally okay. You can just click that like button, share this video, and subscribe to this channel with the notifications on, all right? So you don't miss out on any future videos. And as always, I hope you remember that pain sucks. Life shouldn't.